Good day, friends. Let's get into my.sketchup.com. Make sure that you set it so that you allow pop-ups and allow flash. And then I want to create a brand new design, so I'm going to go down to the templates, and I always make mine with millimeters because I have intentions of printing them. This little dude shows up and I'd like to delete him. And then today I'm going to make just something super simple and show you the steps on how to make it into an STL file. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just build a simple lighthouse. I'm going to start by switching to a cylinder. And then I always start from the center. And I am going to make it with a radius of 15. So it'll be 3 centimeters wide. When I press enter, it shrinks. And then I have to use my view tool so that I can get to the exact size it was. I love this zoom extents because when you make something small like I always do, that's a good way to get to it. I want to push-pull that up, and I made it 30 wide, so I'm going to make it 50 high. And then here's a cool trick I'm going to do. I'm going to do that zoom extents again. If you hold down the center wheel, it lets you orbit. And then I love this trick. If you just click on the top, the outside ring, and then switch to the scale tool, you can make this a lighthouse shape by holding shift and control and making it go around center. So there's my control shift, and it's going to squeeze in the exact same amount on every side. It's a toggle. I'm going to do control Z. I'm going to toggle shift, and then I'm going to hold control and make sure it comes in the same. There we go. So I just had to hit shift to turn it on. And now it kind of looks like a lighthouse shape. I want to take this piece and I want to lift it up so that the lighthouse has a place for the people to be in, and it'll be the same size. So I'm just going to do push-pull, and I'm going to lift it up 10. And then I want to put a dome on top. And I'm going to add my cone like this. I'm going to do a straight line up, that's 10. I'm going to do a straight line out to the edge from there, and then I'm going to connect it back so I've got that face. Once I've got that face, I'm going to switch from whatever tool I was on to the Follow Me tool. And then when you click on the triangle's face and trace the edge of the circle, it creates a nice cone for your lighthouse top. Because I'm really not building a lighthouse, my real goal is just to make something so we could export it. I'm going to hit save. I'm going to put it in my SketchUp folder. Normally, remember, you're on this screen, and I'm going to call it Lighthouse. So we click this dot, and down on the bottom, you can upload to the warehouse. They ask for a lot of info, and if you want to make an STL, you must make it public. You can see I've filled that in. I will give a URL later to this video that shows you how to make it. You need to tell it you want it to be printable. Once again, if you switch it to private, they won't let you. And then you need to upload it to the 3D warehouse. At this point, you need to wait. It'll probably take 5 or 10 minutes from what I've seen so far. But I'm going to click Done, and then show you how to get to where it's going to be. And I'm typing SketchUp Warehouse. Once you get to the 3D warehouse, you need to make sure you're signed in. Since I'm in the same browser window, I am. And then when you hit this down arrow, you can choose My 3D Warehouse. I am not sure if today is typical, but I've already waited 5 minutes and it is not completed yet. And my STL file I tried to export earlier, even after 30 minutes, is not completed. It is a little bit impatient, or tough to do. Mine finally did show up, so now I can hit on the orbit tool and it lets me look at it from every side. So now it's just like being in the system. I can check out my lighthouse, and then when I hit download, you can see that I could download it as a SketchUp model, but I still have to wait for the STL file. And I'm not sure how many minutes that's going to be, but I'm going to end this recording, and I'll get back to you when it is completely finished. And I will share what it was like. And then I'll also 3D print it so we can see that as well. So thanks for following along. I hope you enjoyed it, and good luck working with my.sketchup.